The shaft service kit consists of a new blade shaft with the blade clamp already installed on it, the yoke, and the mounting screws. The most common reason to install a shaft service kit is a damaged blade clamp. Occasionally, the shaft itself can break. Installing a shaft repair kit is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how. I'll begin by removing the shoe from the recip saw. To do this, I just press in the yellow button, and the shoe will pull away from the saw. Behind the shoe, you'll find a plate secured with a couple of screws. I'll remove that next. With the plate removed, now I can pull the rubber grip away from the saw. With the grip removed, now I can remove the top of the gearbox, and it's secured with 4 screws. And now I can remove the housing. Now that I've removed the gear case, I can go ahead and begin removing the blade shaft. The first step is to remove these black caps on the top of the case. I'll use a pick to get underneath them, and then they just pop out of the housing. With the caps removed, now I'll push the shaft down until these nuts are exposed beneath the caps. I'll use a socket wrench to remove the nuts. Now I'll turn the assembly over and I can remove the screws. Now I can remove the yoke and pull the blade shaft out of the housing. Now we can begin installing the new blade shaft and clamp. The kit comes with the new shaft assembly, as well as 2 new screws and a new yoke. I'll place the yoke collar back into the housing. I'll place the shaft through the bushing in the front of the housing. And align it so the rectangular cutout is over the top of the bracket. Now I'll place the yoke in the cutout over the bracket and secure the bracket with the screws. I'll turn the housing over, push the shaft all the way back so that the screws are aligned beneath the openings, and then I'll replace the lock nuts. And I'll replace the caps. And I'll apply some new grease to the gearbox. Now I can install the gear case back onto the recip saw. I need to make sure that I align the yoke with the bearing on the eccentric. And I'll secure it with the screws. Now I'll reinstall the boot. As I install the boot, I need to make sure that the blade release lever aligns with the hole in the gear case. Just want to make sure it's back as far as it'll go. That looks good, it lines up with the plate. And now I can secure the plate with the screws. And I'll finish up by replacing the shoe. And now you can install a new shaft service kit in your recip saw.